So I followed the waterfall, the flowing water, up quite a few stairs, or steps or whatever, well, simply too much clutter. At every point I got to, it was always something in a way, so I didn't really think there was any real compositions there, which is typical, and especially during late winter, spring, when the snow is melted and just dragged with it all of the debris and everything from last autumn. So yeah, that's just the way it is. Gonna have to continue and try to find something else. So I framed up a not really a super interesting composition really, but it is an interesting tree, and with that I want to talk a little bit about the aperture range of this 24-200, which is, well, the negative point of this lens. It's slow. It has a really slow aperture, and just to demonstrate that, we'll start at 24. At 24 millimeters, it is f4. As soon as 25 millimeters, it's 4.2. Would that be 30? Perhaps it's 4.5. At 35, it's 4.8. 40, it's f5. 45, it's 5.3. 50 is 5.6. What could that be? 60 is f6. What could that be? 75, 80, it's 6.3. So it kicks it up to its to the higher maximum aperture really quickly, which in most cases are not a problem for me. But sometimes when I'm photographing like a scene like this, which is more of a portrait than a scene perhaps, but it is a very interesting tree that have really interesting branch. So I'm photographing that tree, and I want to kind of isolate it towards or from the background. And since I'm working with the light that I have, and I can't really move around the tree too much, since there's only a small area where I can move before I lose the interesting point of the tree. Therefore I have aperture as a compositional tool left to isolate it from the background. And with my old lens, my 24-85, I had it at f4.5 at 85 as the largest aperture when it was most zoomed in. So that is quite a bit larger than what I'm able to get on this lens. Here it's 6.3. Most of the time when I did this kind of photo with my old lens, I was shooting at 5.6, so it isn't that big of a difference, but it is something to keep in mind, and especially if you're looking at this lens yourself, it is the biggest aperture is quite small quite quickly, but it's performing very well from what I can see. So I think the trade-off is worth it, but it's worth to keep in mind that this lens behaves in this way. So if you need that large aperture, then this lens maybe isn't for you. But yeah, it's just a quick photo of a tree, really. Portrait of this tree here with its twin standing on the side. We have a lot of quirky trees that have really like twisty, quirky branches, especially in locations like this where it's a little bit higher up. not really that shielded, so the wind kind of blows in and just bends the trees and everything. It looks really interesting. So I've been capturing quite a few portrait style photos of those trees, and I don't mean vertical, I mean portrait, like it's just that subject and it isn't really a lot of other things, other point of interest in the composition that makes it a scene in my mind. So therefore I call it a portrait, since it's basically what you do with people when you photograph them, portrait style. You just focus in on the face, and it's the same with the trees for me. So yeah, that is that. A lot of talk for, well, yeah, I did get some value across with that, didn't I? Like for that. Let me just say, if you're enjoying this, remember to subscribe and do like, really honestly do like, it helps a lot. And also, if you like the little adventure that we're on right now, make sure to check out my landscape photography adventure videos. Those are a lot better produced than this video is. This video is more about testing out this Z7 II camera. So check those out. They're on my channel. And if you want to see more content about the Z7 II or more adventure videos, or perhaps my behind the composition videos, make sure to subscribe, because lots of content is coming as soon as it's ready. Yeah, let's move onward. Can you see through the trees right there? That patch of rock right there is where the trail goes. So we're getting really close to where the trail is right now. Not sure if I'm excited or if I'm sad that I'm gonna get there. Oh well. There are a lot of opportunities over there as well, so it might be a good thing to focus more upon that instead of bushwhacking, so to say. So one really interesting thing that I've noticed here is that we have all of these wayward stones where I'm hiking right now. So obviously at one point in time a trail must have gone through here instead of over there. But I can say that it's more beautiful to hike over there actually. It's a much greater view. But I find that really interesting that some kind of trail must have gone through here, because I don't think they use this type of stoning for anything else, not that I know. Mostly they're used to mark trails. So, but that trail is long gone. No trace beyond this of there being a trail here. So yeah, but still very interesting. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Share this video, please. Share it with anyone who might find it interesting. And if you want to see more of my content, make sure to check out my adventure videos as well as my behind the composition videos. Both are excellent. And well, that's it. So until next time, goodbye.